The US and China have opened a new front in their trade war, the ports. It's no longer just tariffs on goods. Now the battle is riding the waves. Now the US has started imposing special port fees on ships tied to China, those built, owned, operated, or flagged in China. It was built as a measure to loosen China's grip on global shipping and revive US shipyards. Analysts estimated $3.2 billion in added costs for top shipping carriers, with COSCO, Chinese-owned container, singled out for nearly half. China responded immediately. On October 14th, it slapped reciprocal port fees on US-linked vessels. Ships with US ownership, flagging, or management would pay 400 yuan, $56, per net ton, up to 5 voyages per year. Chinese-built ships are explicitly exempt. The retaliation came amidst wider escalation. China had recently tightened export controls on rare earths and critical minerals, a key chokehold in tech supply chains. Trump called China's move shocking and threatened 100% tariffs on Chinese exports plus strict export curbs on software. This port war is an extension of that clash. The strategy is clear. If you can't beat them in factories, beat them at sea. The impact is already visible. Very large crude carriers, VLCCs, with U.S. links now face over $7 per barrel in extra fees, roughly $15 million per voyage. Many ships are rerouting or refusing certain calls. Freight rates have jumped on the Middle East China route. The World Scale Index shot from W70 to W98, before easing to W95. Because when port fees rise, you don't just pay more, you slow down. Goods take longer to arrive, supply chains creak. The ripple effects will be deep. Ports like Los Angeles, Shanghai, Ningbo, and Seattle may see congestion spikes. Insurance rates could spike. Logistics firms could reroute away from politically risky hubs. There is no truce in sight. Neither side is offering compromise. Beijing says it's open to dialogue, but warned confrontation will continue if provoked. Washington issued carve-outs for long-term charters of the U.S.-operated Chinese vessels, but warned of further restrictions. If you control ports, you control passage. If you control passage, you control opportunity. Now, with the port fees kicking in, even Trump has declared that the trade war is officially on.
Mr. President, you're meeting with President Xi in a few weeks.
Yeah.
If you can't come to an agreement or a deal at that meeting, are we in for a sustained trade war with China?
Well, you're in one now. Look, we have 100% tariff. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be exposed as being a nothing. We would have no defense. You know, they've used tariffs on us, but we've never had anybody sitting in that chair that felt the need to do it. And they've allowed us to be $37 trillion in debt, et cetera, et cetera. Tariffs are a very important tool for our defense, for our national security. If we don't have tariffs, we're not going to have national security.